72 seats are needed for an outright majority. Asian Affairs Analyst Sourav Roy joins us now via Skype from Singapore. Welcome to the program. How much of a certainty is it that the BJP will win this election?
I don't think anything could be said in certain terms, but there is an indication that the balance is tilting towards the BJP's side, considering the hysteria and considering the mass appeal that Narendra Modi has been able to fan for himself. And nevertheless, it's not going to be very easy for the BJP to come into a full-scale majority in the parliament.
The leader, as you mentioned, Narendra Modi, a very polarizing figure, though, isn't he? Often blamed for the anti-Muslim violence in Gujarat in 2002. Is that affecting how people vote at all?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, Narendra Modi is very clear to me that he's a polarizing factor in these elections. Whether he was responsible for the riots in Gujarat, the courts have a different say on it, but then sting operations by the media in the past have shown to the world that there were certain actions that were carried on upon his behest or instances. And I do think that a lot of the voting population in India, especially the uneducated one, which is primarily the majority of the population which is voting in India, is affected by faith-based decisions. And in this case, religion plays a huge role. And so if Narendra Modi has been playing the faith-based, religion-based card, as well as saying that the Hindus would get the great amount of governance that is promised to them during what was there during ancient years, then I guess a lot of the voting population would want to go with that as well.
What do you think it means for India if the BJP is back in power and if Narendra Modi becomes the next Prime Minister?
Okay, before I answer that, I'd like to qualify that I have no political affiliations or allegiance. I do not believe in any of the parties that are contesting the elections at this point of time. But having said that, I think it's going to be a sad travesty of justice for the minorities, because a lot of Muslims, Christians, Sikhs have, over the period of time, over history, we've seen that have been very badly treated or have been victims of communal riots in India. And if a hardcore fundamentalist group comes into power, I think it's not going to be very easy. They might want to try to show the world that we are not as fundamentalist as our supporters claim to be, and at the top level, the thought leaders think differently. But I think at the end of the day, it all boils down to the grassroots level supporters who might want to beat their chest and say, well, our top guy is in power and we can do whatever we want to. And so the ruling Hindu populace or the Hindu top strata might just have the upper hand.
Okay, Sourav, thanks for your thoughts. Sourav Roy, Asian Affairs Analyst, there on the line for us from Singapore. Still ahead here on Al Jazeera. Prayers for the missing schoolgirls. National outrage brings people together in Nigeria.